What's poppin', my Pokemon trainer friends and family all over the world? Welcome back to yet another Pokemon Creepy Christmas collection. And today I bring you the spammy boy himself, Swampy. Swampy the Swampert. I did evolve this one during December Community Day because we did have Mudkip Classic Community Day. And so I didn't have enough candies during that Classic Community Day event to evolve this one, so I just had to wait until December Community Day, which I did, and I was able to evolve this one and get enough candies for it to evolve an Ultra League Swampert, a rank 27 Ultra League Swampert. This is finally my first Swampert for the Ultra League, and let's hop into the first battle. And here's a bonus battle. Look at what my opponent is running. A nice little spicy Haxorus. And it's got Dragon Tail. And Dragon Tail did get a buff. And so it's hitting hard. It gets stab. And it's hitting Charizard pretty friggin' hard. And I didn't even know how to play this matchup. I was playing it the way I normally play a Dragonite matchup. And here I swapped into Venusaur. You know, I don't know who I should have swapped into here, because Swampert also doesn't want to go up against that Shadow Walrein. So I brought in Venusaur, and I'm going to double shield my Venusaur. I don't want to take an Icicle Spear, but I'm over farming here because I know Venusaur can outpace. And then they bring back in that Haxorus, and we CMP tie to the Sludge Bomb. And they hit me with a Night Slash, and they get the boost. So things are not looking good. This is a bonus battle. This is not the set that I'm going to showcase today. This was just one of the bonus battles that I was running with this team, because I did a whole bunch of battles with this team to sort of get the feel for it, you know, and sort of test it out. I took a lot of losses with this team just to, you know, because I don't really run Swampert. I only run Swampert in the Great League. So these are the first battles of me running Swampert in the Ultra League. So here we are, hopping into the first battle of our first set, and we catch a good little lead up against that Sirfetch'd. Now I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw, and they shield it up, but we have back-to-back Dragon Claws, so you already know I'm going to get this off. Do they shield it up? They do not. And they bring in a Flygon. Can I get to a Dragon Claw? I sure do. Now, they're either going to shield this up, and they shield it up because they were going to take some super effective damage. Flygon is kind of squishy. Now here I bring in Swampert. I didn't really know who to bring in here, so I decided to bring in Swampert because Swampert is very spammy, and I'm able to get to the Hydro Cannons very fast. And you guys know how I feel about Mudshot. I'm still gonna say that it needs to be nerfed, even though I'm running Swampert. And I let this Shadow Punch go through because it was too soon. And now here I'm just gonna farm down that Gengar with Mudshot. And we are super loaded on energy. And right now I'm just gonna get back-to-back Hydro Cannons off and take the win there. GG's, my friend. Well played. And jumping into the next battle here, we catch a Nightmare Before Christmas Ampharos lead. So I dip immediately into Venusaur, but they bring in Staraptor, and things are not looking good. But that thing is so glassy. Bang! Venusaur. A Sludge Bomb from Venusaur ain't no joke. That Staraptor is now in the red, and I'm just going to go for these Frenzy Plants because Staraptor is so glassy, and they shield that up. And now they're over farming crazy. I'm assuming they're just trying to get back-to-back close combats, which they do. So they take one, and I know they got another one loaded, but I'm going to shield this up, fearing the Brave Bird. And it is the Brave Bird. So now, one wing attack, and I know they're going to bring that Ampharos back in. So I'm clicking on Swampert, and we bring in Swampert. And now they're staying in. And I don't think that's enough for Focus Blast, so I let it go through. And it was just a Thunder Punch. And now they bring in a Lowland Muck. And right here, I should have just gone straight for the Earthquake. But like I said, I'm still trying to get the feel for Swampert in the Ultra League. And I'm definitely going to shield this up, Dark Pulse, because I don't want Charizard to have to go up against Ampharos with full health. That Ampharos still has a lot of health, and we're able to mud shot down that Alolan Muck. And I'm gonna go for these Hydro Cannons because I know they're gonna have to shield this guy right here. They definitely gotta shield it. And now I do a risky little play here because we get to the Blast Burn with Charizard, and we're gonna go for the Kamehameha. Bang, bang, bang. GG's, my friend. And now we jump into this next battle, and we catch a so-so kind of lead up against that Poliwrath, but they immediately swap into their Swampert, and I answer with my Venusaur. Oh, Christmas tree, Venusaur, oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are thy vine whips. And Venusaur comes in to say hello. They're gonna shield it up, and we did take an Earthquake, but I'm gonna shield this up because I think I can farm it down, and I try, and yes, we farm it down, we Vine Whip it down, and now they bring in, I think it was a Alolan Muck. Yep, it's a Alolan Muck, and things are not looking good, but they swap back into their Poliwrath, and we're just gonna go straight for this, and then I'm gonna immediately swap into Charizard. We go for a little combo play, get off that Blast Burn, bang. Blast Burn still hits hard even up against that water type. And now here they overfarmed, and they also dipped the first time, so I'm assuming they went for Ice Punch, and they're running Ice Punch on that Poliwrath, and we hit it with a Dragon Claw, and my opponent top lefts. GG's, my friend. Well played. I would have done the same thing. In fact, I did many times with this team. And jumping into this next battle, we catch a good lead up against them, Machamp, and here I hesitated for the switch. I didn't know if I should have, I don't know. I should have immediately switched into Venusaur, but instead I just farmed up a lot, hit it with a Blast Burn, and then switched. But I probably should have just switched immediately into Venusaur and just banked all of that energy on Charizard. But you know, and then they bring in their Dragonite. Dragonite is everywhere in the friggin' Ultra League Premier Classic. If you guys seen my last video with my Hundo Clone Charizard, which I'm running here as well, we caught so many Dragonite leads, it was crazy. Like, it's not even funny how many Dragonite leads we were running into. So now here I bring back in my Clone Charizard, and we're just gonna hit back-to-back Dragon Claws if we can. And we CMP tie, and now do I shield this up? I have to shield it up. It has too much health still for Venusaur to have any play or, you know, to do anything up against it. But they let it go through, and I immediately bring in Swampert. And they have a shield, so things are actually not looking good, but they go for a Rock Slide. Why did they go for a Rock Slide? That thing's like quadruple resisted or something. But now I'm gonna get off this Hydro Cannon. I think I have back-to-back Hydro Cannons, which I do. And they did go for a Cross Chop, so I don't know why they didn't just go for back-to-back Cross Chops. And now here we simultaneous KO, but I take the win because Charizard was still alive in the back. So now we're gonna jump into the next battle, and I do believe this is the last battle of the set. And we catch a nice lead up against Trevenant, but they swap into their Walrein, and I answer with Venusaur. We should know how this match plays out. I'm just gonna get off these Frenzy Plants, take some shields. They do shield up, and now they're gonna get off their Icicle Spear, and of course I'm gonna shield up. I'm gonna match shields because I know Venusaur can put in the work. So we're gonna go for another Frenzy Plant. Do they shield this up or do they let it go? They let it go because now they can come in with Trevenant and just farm down. So now I'm not in a very nice place because this Trevenant is gonna get off a Shadow Ball, and man, I should have shielded it up, but you know, I didn't want to get baited with a Seed Bomb. And now they swap in their Ampharos to try and snipe me, but I answered immediately with that Swampert. I switched in super fast, almost blind switched. And they get off a couple Brutal Swings. And you know, Swampert can tank these Brutal Swings. I was actually surprised because I know I'm so used to Swampert being squishy in the Great League, but in the Ultra League, it's actually got some bulk on it. But now they bring in their Trevenant and things are not looking good. This is no bueno for Chuck. I'm just gonna get off this Earthquake. They don't shield it. I immediately bring in my Charizard and I go for this Dragon Claw. And they shield it up, but can I get to another Dragon Claw before they get to the Seed Bomb? I'm gonna shield this up. No, I let it go through. I should have shielded it up, but it didn't matter because they had some energy banked, and we take that loss. GG's, my friend. Well played. And that's gonna do it for this video, guys. We did pick up a positive set there, 4 wins, 1 loss. This team performed very well. My elo did drop because I was getting a test for it, and this is the first time I'm running Swampert in the Ultra League. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll catch y'all in the next one, in the battlefield or in the ring. Ding, ding. Peace out, trainers.